7 strange things that happen when you're finally with your soulmate. Everything falls into place. When two souls destined for each other finally go through life together, strange things happen. Of course, the world doesn't stay the same for these two people. This love describes a dimension of this concept that is difficult for our minds to imagine. Any drama from previous relationships is history. Any fight for affection and a place in the heart of someone who never really wanted us is then water under the bridge. Soul love erases all the negativity we associate with partnership and togetherness. It takes our emotional life to the next wonderful level. The wait for her or him is definitely worth it, even if this new phase of life will be characterized by a few oddities. We would like to briefly introduce you to the 7 most impressive ones here. Number 1. You will hardly be able to believe your luck. Sometimes they happen, moments that seem like something out of a beautiful dream or a perfectly staged fairy tale. We want to pinch ourselves to make sure that this is reality. Getting to know the person in our lives is such an exhilarating experience that will really and truly amaze us. It will also actually feel incredible, in the truest sense of the word, that suddenly a relationship seems possible, in which nothing is unclear or complicated. Everything will fall into place as if by magic to form a heavenly whole. You will not misunderstand each other, nor will there be obstacles blocking your path to each other. For once in your life, reality feels better than any daydream or romantic Hollywood production. Number 2. Be ready for unexpected possibilities. A lot of exciting and good things happen when your soulmate finally enters your life. One of these wonderful things is the opening up of new possibilities for you as an individual, but also for the two of you as a couple. It almost seems as if a cosmic floodgate has opened somewhere when you meet, and is now pouring good gifts and opportunities over you, like Fortuna pours her cornucopia. All your projects will succeed with ease. Nothing will stand in the way of your success. After all, the beauty of a person in your life is that anything will be possible with him or her. There is no dream that seems too bold, and no personal goals that are unattainable. Number 3. That's it for you with dating. Even if you were one of those butterflies who like to keep as many dating options open as possible, that phase of your love life is finally over. The search is over, and for the first time in your life, you are absolutely sure that this person is the one and only for you. When we meet potential partners, there's always the question of whether we could do better. This doesn't arise at all when our soulmate finally stands before us. It just feels right and perfect, just like when two halves of a whole finally come together. Number 4. The universe means well with you. The signs are clearly pointing to love when this heavenly power finally joins us humans on Earth. Soul love is, of course, of particular importance here. When it enters the stage, we feel it not only inside ourselves, but in every corner and in every nook and cranny of our world. Naturally, we immediately send the positive vibrations emanating from this magical union outwards. No wonder the birds sing more beautifully, the flowers bloom more colorful, and the sun shines brighter. It is almost bewitching how the earth suddenly begins to turn differently when two souls destined for each other finally walk hand in hand towards the future. You may not exactly be accompanied by heavenly choirs at every turn, but the universe still offers up all its beautiful aspects to pay tribute to you and your love. So, open your eyes. There are many wonderful things to discover, and not just in the eyes of your soul love. Number 5. What counts is only the real thing. If there's one time in our lives when we should drop the mask and ourselves right away, it's when we meet our twin soul. The tedious days of games and strategies, tactics and pretenses are then finally over. Our significant other will be able to recognize who we are at first glance. Our true self will probably reveal itself to him or her much more clearly than it does to us. Number 6, your thoughts are only for this one person. Soul love has nothing to do with giving up on yourself, even if our thoughts suddenly only revolve around this one person. From now on, his or her well-being is our top priority. He or she is the first thing we think about in the morning and the last thing in the evening. We would give everything for this love because we know that it will ask nothing of us. And this is the only way that unconditional togetherness can work in the long term. Real love doesn't constantly present us with a choice, doesn't force us to compromise or even to deny ourselves and take ourselves less seriously. Your significant other becomes the sun in your universe. In turn, he sees you shining in the same light. This kind of give and take at eye level is unique in our emotional spectrum and differs in this detail alone from relationships that have no future. Number 7. Nothing is embarrassing or unpleasant for you anymore. One of the many beautiful aspects of soul love is its lightheartedness and the simplicity it brings. How much time do we spend in front of the mirror before dates? What beautiful words do we prepare? What do we absolutely have to hide from new acquaintances? And what, for God's sake, mustn't happen on a date under any circumstances? We can safely banish these and other panic scenarios from our minds when our twin flame is finally on the scene. There will no longer be anything that we have to hide or conceal, gloss over, or sweep under the carpet. It will feel infinitely liberating to welcome a person into our lives in front of whom we can think out loud. The tedious years in which we had to weigh every word on the gold scale at the beginning of every new hopeful relationship are now over. We don't have to pretend anything to our soulmate. It wouldn't be convincing anyway. They know us better than they know themselves. Soul love is always simple and uncomplicated. There are no deal breakers and no no-goes. Fate has written this meeting into our soul plan, and fortunately, there is nothing to shake about it. Your life person, not sought and yet found. There are many theories and myths surrounding love. One of them says that we cannot look for our soulmate. He will find us. However, we can believe in this mystery with conviction and fervor, because fortunately, we cannot escape our fate. Love for the person in our life will feel different from the very first moment. So you will know in a split second when he or she is finally standing in front of you.